Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's lovely Valentine's Day doubleheader game. My name is Matt O'Connor, and I'll be your commentator for the night. Tonight's game features the Wakefield Warriors versus the Watertown Raiders. Wakefield off to a strong start. Number 10, Mia 40, throws it up. And the ball's going to Wakefield. That's the first foul of the game, and it goes to the Watertown Raiders. Number 10, Mia 40, shooting for Wakefield. Ball bounces out, but she's got one shot left. Watertown grabs the ball immediately. Number 21, Lily Lambo. Passing it right on over to number 32, Emma Garapetian. And the ball goes to Wakefield. It's a Warrior ball. Number 24, Brooklyn Calder has the ball, passing it right on over to senior captain, number 5, Emma Shinny. Back over to Brooklyn Calder. Mia 40, passing it back over to Emma Shinny. Mia going straight into the thick of it here. Emma passing it back over to Emma Quinn. Shea Sunken passing it to Mia 40. And once again, nice moves by Wakefield. Still 0-0. That's another foul on Watertown's end. Mia 40 shooting not once, but twice for Wakefield. It bounces out, but she's got one left. Little over 7 minutes left in the quarter. Raiders have the ball. Emma Garapetian trying to avoid Shea here. Emma throws the ball up, bounces out. Emma Shinny grabs that ball. Warriors have the lead. Looks like it's all gas and go for the Warriors today. Brooklyn Calder looking for a way around. Over to Emma Quinn. Shinny's got it. Mia 40 throws it up. Once again, barely missing. Raiders have got it. Number 21, Lily Lambo, passing it right on over to Garapetian. Raiders are on the inside. Raiders going for it again. Once again missing. Emma Quinn passing it back over to Emma Shinny. Over to Shea Sunken. Calder passing it right back over to Emma. Emma going straight in for it. Over to Mia 40. Still 0-0. This game is tight so far. No one has been able to score, but can the Raiders change that? Or will Wakefield take the lead? Ball nearly goes out of bounds there. Wakefield and Watertown have fought several times before, and it depends on the circumstances as to who the winner will be. That's 2 points for Wakefield, and that's the first timeout of the game. We'll be back in a moment. right, folks, we are back. Warriors wrap up first. Watertown taking some extra time to strategize here. The Raiders follow suit. The Raiders ball. Number 10, Captain Maeve Lawn starts with the ball. Right on over to number 2, Adriana Williams. Adriana right beside Emma Shinny. Looking for that opening. That's a Wakefield ball. Looks like we've got a pretty decently sized turnout, as this is the final home game of the season before we go into playoffs. Shea Sunken nearly surrounded there, passing it over to Emma Shinny, over to Emma Quinn, back over to Shinny. Brooklyn Calder throwing it back over to Shinny. Savannah Cummings. Ball nearly goes flying out there. Once again, a Wakefield ball. Emma Shinny starting things off. Savannah's got the ball. She throws it up. That's foul number 3 for the Watertown Raiders. Number 13, Savannah Cummings, has 2 shots for the Warriors. Wakefield and Watertown, like I've said before, have been pretty intense rivals. Both teams have gone head-to-head several times in the past. And that's a 3rd point for Wakefield. Watertown Raiders trying to turn things around, still have yet to score. Tempted by a 3-pointer. And there goes the ball. It's a Watertown ball, just over 4 minutes left in this quarter. Number 10, Maeve Lawn, starting with the ball. Passing it right on over to number 21, Lily Lambo. Watertown needs to get that ball up into the air and shoot. Just in the nick of time here. It's a Wakefield ball. Number 24, Brooklyn Calder at the helm. Savannah Cummings throws that ball up, bounces off the rim. Lambo passing it over to number 10, Maeve Lawn. Watertown trying to keep that ball in their possession. Lawn passing it over to number 24, Sarah Morrissey. Watertown once again fails to score. They're trying to get it in, but Wakefield stops them, turning things around quite literally. And there goes the whistle. That's 4 fouls for Wakefield. Shinny going head-to-head with Lawn. Calder passing it back over to Shinny, right over to Shea Sunken. Calder passing it back over to Shinny. It's going to be a close one. The Warriors still have that ball. Can the Warriors get it in? It bounces out, giving the Watertown Raiders a fresh start. And there goes that whistle. It's Warriors ball. And the ball goes out again. Still a Watertown ball. Number 12, Caroline Andrade. Over to number 2, Adriana Williams. Just over 2 minutes left on the clock for this quarter. Still, the scores have remained fairly low. Wakefield has only scored 3, and Watertown has scored nothing. Clock's winding down. Watertown's going to have to get that ball up into the air. And Watertown finally gets themselves 2 points, putting themselves on the board. Wakefield still has a 1-point lead. Emma Quinn goes for that three-pointer. It bounces out. Watertown's got the ball again. Watertown going forward again. Wakefield trying to keep that lead of theirs. Wakefield grabs the ball. Savannah Cummings grabs it, but Watertown picks it up. Lambo running towards that basket, passing it over to Williams. Less than a minute on the clock. It's a Watertown ball. Number 10, Mia Forty, switches back in, replacing number 13, Savannah Cummings, out on the court. Captain Maeve Lawn starts with the ball for Watertown. Watertown trying to get those points in. They come a little short. And that's another foul for Watertown. Number 5, Victoria Dicker, comes out on the field for Watertown. Shinny passing it over to Emma Quinn. 40 throwing it back over to Quinn, over to Brooklyn Calder. 20 seconds on the clock, still 3-2. 40 finds herself surrounded. It's a Watertown ball. Maeve Lawn once again starting things off. 16 seconds remaining. Adriana Williams running past Emma Shinny, but Shinny sticks with her. 5 seconds. Will Watertown score? And that brings quarter 1 to a close. The score stands 3 for Wakefield to 2 for Watertown. This has been an interesting game so far. Let's see how quarter 2 turns out. We'll be back in a moment. All right, everybody, welcome back to tonight's game. The last quarter was pretty tight. Wakefield just has barely more points than Watertown does. They've got a lead, but only by 1 point. Both teams have been pretty neck and neck so far. And as we head into the second quarter, what do our teams have in store this time? Watertown starting things off. Number 5, Victoria Dicker, passing it over to Adriana Williams. Williams passing it right on over. Watertown really trying to break even here, but the Warriors stopped them in their tracks. Quinn tries to get it up, but fails. Calder passing it right on over, back to Quinn. Shinny looking for that moved to get that ball into that basket here. Watertown ball. Maeve Lawn, number 10, starting things off here. Over to Williams. Victoria Dicker passing it right on over back to Williams. Both teams have yet to really make an impact over the other. Watertown really needs to get that ball up into the air, and it goes out, throwing it right out of bounds. The ball goes right back to Wakefield. Number 24, Brooklyn Cowler leads the Wakefield charge over to Emma Shinny. Emma Quinn nearly surrounded there. Shinny trying to make her way around Maeve Lawn. Quinn passing it back over to Calder. Shea Sunkin passes it right to Mia Forty. It goes right into the thick of it. Number 12, Emma Ickes, makes her first appearance on the court, replacing Emma Quinn. Maeve Lawn, number 10, passes it over to Adriana Williams for Watertown. Still, neither team has yet to score this quarter. Wakefield's only ahead by a point, but how long can they keep that edge? Watertown nearly drops the ball there, quite literally in this case. Ickes grabs the ball, passing it over to Shinny. Calder looking for that opening. She finds it, and Shinny passes to Forty, who passes it to Shea Sunkin, and the ball goes out. Ball goes over to Watertown. Number 21, Emma Quinn returns to the court, replacing Shea Sunkin. Maeve Lawn passes it back over to Williams. And the ball goes straight out. Watertown ball, number 10, Maeve Lawn, starting things off once again. Lawn passing it right on over, and there goes the whistle. And that's Wakefield's first foul of the game. Long gets a second chance, passing it right on over to number 21, Lily Lambo. Dicker has it. We're only a couple minutes in, and still neither team has yet to score. It's still 3-2. Maybe that'll change as the Wakefield Warriors have the ball. Number 24, Brooklyn Calder, starting things off here, passing on over to Emma Shinny. Quinn goes for it. And that's 6 fouls for Watertown. Watertown really can't catch a break when it comes to these fouls today. And number 10, Mia Forty, finally breaks that no scoring streak, bringing Wakefield's score up to 5. Watertown looks even more determined now that they're even more behind. Speaking of, it's a Watertown ball. Lambo starting things off here. Lambo switches out with number 3, Alani Gary. Over to Williams. Williams going head-to-head with Shinny. Over to number 32, Emma Garapishian. Quinn's got it for the Warriors. Quinn goes for it, and she lands it. That's lucky number 7 for Wakefield. Wakefield, over the course of this season and over the course of the past couple of seasons, has really made their presence known as one of the greatest teams in the Middlesex League. Number 3, Shea Sunkin returns to the court, replacing number 12, Emma Ickes. Less than 4.5 minutes are on the clock. Neither team has passed the 10-point mark yet. It's a Wakefield ball. Calder starting things off once more. Shinny's got it like lightning. Wakefield is quite fast. 40 lands it. And that's another 2-pointer for Wakefield. Number 10, Maeve Lon, returns to the court. 40, shooting for Wakefield. Watertown grabs the ball. Lon passing it right back to Alani Gary. Williams has it. Williams dodging most of Wakefield's attempts to steal that ball. Watertown grabs it. Number 5, Victoria Digger, is really lightning fast, proving herself to be one of the fastest members of her team. But not fast enough as Mia 40 gets a clear shot and lands it again. That's 11 for Wakefield. And it looks like we have another timeout on our hands. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, and we are back. The Warriors have gained a pretty impressive lead, especially compared to what it was before. It was a bit of a stalemate early on, but Wakefield has once again taken the lead. Both teams have been delivering incredible performances so far, especially because this is the last home game before the playoffs for the Warriors. Adriana Williams has that ball, passing it right on over to Dicker. Dicker throws it back to Williams, who in turn throws it to Gary. A little less than 3.5 minutes on the clock. What is going on up in the stands? It looks like there's some kind of crowd for... Looks like something's going on up there. Anyways, back to the game. Williams nearly loses the ball to Shinny, and it goes right out. Watertown ball. Maeve Lawn starts things off. Less than 3 minutes remain. I can tell that Watertown has really changed their strategy. I think Watertown's definitely one of those examples of an old dog that can still learn new tricks. They still need to get that ball up. And they're out of time. It's a Wakefield ball. Calder starting things off. Number 21, Lily Lambo, returns to the court. Emma Shinnie leads the Warriors. Impressive toss over to Shea Sunken. Calder's got it now. Back over to Shinnie. Watertown takes the ball in a surprising move. Lambo leading the charge. Whistle's been blown. And after the whistle was blown, the ball went in. That's another Wakefield foul. Number 13, Savannah Cummings returns to the court, replacing Mia Forty. Little over 2 minutes on the clock left. Watertown has yet to score since the first quarter. I can tell that they're changing their strategies, but Wakefield seems to catch on to them. Wakefield has had a number of victories over Watertown, but let's see if the Raiders can change that. Nicely done. That's a three-pointer by number 5, Victoria Dicker. Looks like the Raiders are catching on. And that's 8 fouls for Watertown. Savannah Cummings shooting for Wakefield. Watertown grabs that ball. About a minute and a half remains. Really getting down to the wire here. Will Watertown be able to score again? Lambo passing it over. Lambo has really proven herself to be a real all-star for the Raiders. That proves true. She throws the ball right in the middle of things. Lambo has really shown herself to be a lightning-fast passer. Paige King, number 14, captain, passing it over for the Raiders. Lambo really trying to go head on into the Warriors. The Warriors have a pretty strong defense. It takes a lot of guts to challenge such a strong defense, especially one as strong as Wakefield's. Lambo misses that first shot, but she's got one left. Less than a minute on the clock. She misses her second shot, giving Shinnie the opportunity to pass the ball right on over to Shea Sunken, who lands it. 15 for Wakefield. Wakefield's 10 points above Watertown. Watertown really feeling the pressure now. Watertown's feeling that pressure. Paige King nearly scores there. Calder drops the ball.
Push.
25 seconds on the clock. Brooklyn Calder, number 24, shooting for Wakefield. And she lands it. That's 16 for Wakefield. Calder shoots, and she scores again. 17 for Wakefield. 20 seconds in the quarter left. Watertown really needs to score something in order to catch up with Wakefield. Will this be it? No, it's not. The Warriors take the ball again. Calder goes for it, lands it again. Brooklyn Calder proving herself to be the real MVP of this game. All right, with a score of 19 for Wakefield to 5 for Watertown. The Wakefield Warriors have a pretty impressive lead, but how long will they be able to hold on to it? All right, folks, just like last game, we have a special halftime performance for you. We'll be back to cover quarter 3. See you on the flip side. All right, everybody, and welcome back. We're now entering the third quarter. Wakefield has a pretty intense lead. Will Wakefield take the crown, or will the Raiders make a surprising comeback and take the win? Quinn goes for it, barely missing, just off the rim. Lambo passing it right on over to number 24, Sarah Morrissey. Watertown once again fails to get that ball in, and they do get it in, but whistle's already been blown. That's the first foul for the Warriors in this second half. Watertown finally gets their score up. Watertown's got 6. Lambo misses her second shot, giving the Warriors an opportunity to run to the other side of the court. Calder passing it over to Shinny, over to Quinn, over to Sunken. Quinn nearly losing the ball there. Emma Quinn with another 2-pointer. That's 21 for the Warriors. With every point, the Warriors' very good score only grows. Emma Shinny drops the ball, goes out of bounds. It's a Watertown ball. Number 2, Adriana Williams, starting things off. Number 24, Sarah Morrissey, with a 3-pointer. That's 8 for Watertown. But the Warriors use this opportunity to go right back to the other side of the field. It's a Watertown ball. Watertown's got that ball. Lambo seems to have the speed advantage. Watertown once again nearly scores there. Watertown drops the ball. And that's another foul for the Warriors. Number 13, Savannah Cummings returns to the court, replacing number 3, Shea Sunken. Watertown really trying to get their score up. They're down by quite a bit. And that's one way to do it. That's 10 for Watertown. Calder over to Quinn. Calder's got it. Shinny passing it over to Quinn. Over to 40. Nearly going for that three-pointer. Watertown takes back the ball. Just over 5 minutes on the clock. Watertown, Lambo trying to get the ball in, but there goes the whistle. A little less than 5 minutes on the clock. And once again, a third foul for Wakefield. Adriana Williams starts with the ball for Watertown. Number 24, Sarah Morrissey, once again scores for Watertown. Watertown is slowly but surely inching their way up to challenge Wakefield. Lambo trying to get past Shinny. Back around to Victoria Dicker. Victoria drops the ball. Shinny picks it up. Savannah Cummings, clear shot off the rim. Watertown trying to whip things back around. Dicker passes it over to Williams. Calder throws it over to Shinny. Looks like she's got a clear shot. Shinny lands it, 23 for Wakefield. Sarah Morrissey nearly lands another two-pointer. Wakefield ball. Calder starting things off again. Number 12, Emma Ickes returns to the court, replacing Savannah Cummings. And it looks like that is timeout once again. We'll be back in a moment. All right, folks, we are back. Raiders wrap up first, followed closely by Wakefield. The Warriors are up by a pretty solid chunk, but the Raiders have gotten some pretty impressive scores in. We've got less than 4 minutes in the quarter. Calder chucks it over to Shinny. Chucks it right over to Shinny. 40 passes it over. Ickes passes it back over to Calder. Ickes goes for it, bouncing off the rim. Raiders going for it now. Well, Sarah Morrissey once again score a two-pointer. Adriana Williams making her moves. Watertown misses. Emma Quinn's got it for the Warriors. Quinn passes it to Shinny. Calder goes for that three-pointer, bounces off the rim, and it goes out, nearly hitting the cameraman. Watertown ball, Adriana Williams starting things off. Watertown trying to make a comeback here. And so far, it looks to be working. Sarah Morrissey passing it right on over. Lambo going right in the middle of it. Watertown can't seem to score. The Warriors are using that. Emma Quinn just barely missing. And that's the first foul for the Watertown Raiders. And McQuinn has 2 for the Warriors. She lands her first, 24 for Wakefield. That's my lucky number right there. And she lands her second, 25 for Wakefield. Wakefield has a little more than double what Watertown has. Morrissey passing it over. Watertown is really, really doing their absolute hardest, trying their absolute hardest to get as many points in to catch up with Wakefield's 25. And from what I've seen, they very well could do that. But the Warriors may have seen that coming as they grab the ball right from Watertown. Shinny passes it over to Quinn. Shinny passing it over to Calder, over to Ickes, 40, back over to Calder. Shinny goes up close and personal. Morrissey grabs the ball for Watertown, less than 2 minutes on the clock. I said that Wakefield was all gas and go, but it looks like Watertown is also holding that statement true. That's another foul for the Warriors. Number 32, Emma Garapishian, returns to the court for Watertown. Speaking of Watertown, they've got the ball. Number 2, Adriana Williams throws it over to Lambo. Lambo going for that three-pointer off the rim into the hands of Quinn. Quinn throws it over to Shinny. Shinny passes it to Ickes, who loses the ball. And that's another foul for Watertown. It's a Wakefield ball. Once again, Emma Shinny starting things off. Just a little over a minute and a half left in the quarter. Ickes finding herself overwhelmed. 40, passing it over, back to Shinny. Over to Calder. Shinny going for that three-pointer, and she lands it. That's 28 for Wakefield. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Wakefield continues to score, breaking away even further from Watertown. Less than a minute remains. And that's another foul for Wakefield. Number 3, Shay Sunken, comes back out onto the court, replacing number 5, Emma Shinny. Williams passes it over to Garapishian. Morrissey's got it. Over to Lambo. Lambo nearly lands it there. Calder picks up the ball for the Warriors. I don't believe what I'm seeing right here. Wakefield is not happy with that call. Another foul for Wakefield. Savannah Cummings returns to the court, replacing Brooklyn Calder. Lambo drops the ball. 40 hits it and goes into the hands of the ref. Lambo goes forward again, over to Garapishian. Watertown really trying their hardest to get some points in, and they finally land it. 14 for Watertown. Less than 20 seconds in the quarter. Cummings throws it over to Ickes. Sunken to 40, and 40 to Quinn, but it bounces out. 3 seconds. And that brings quarter 3 to a close. Wakefield still has an incredible lead, but Watertown has managed to score quite a few impressive numbers. All right, folks, it's the end game. We'll be back in a moment to cover the fourth and final quarter. All right, folks, this is it, the final quarter. Wakefield has held the lead for almost the entire game. They've got 28. Watertown has been behind almost the entire game with 14 points as at the beginning of this quarter. Watertown has managed to score quite a few impressive scores. But will it be enough to stop the Warriors? Here we go. Lily Lambo, number 21. Passing it over to number 3, Alani Gary. Watertown snatches that ball from Wakefield. Lambo over to Morrissey. Watertown barely saves the ball thanks to Gary. Gary passed it over to Lambo. Adriana Williams nearly scores there, and the ball's out. So Wakefield ball. Brooklyn Calder once again starting with it. Number 5, Emma Shinnie returns to the court, replacing Emma Quinn. Shinnie throws it long and far over to Sunken. Forty passing it over to Sunken. Calder trying to get as close as possible here. Cummings throws it back over to Shinnie. Cummings throws up, and it's in. Savannah Cummings with a 2-pointer brings Wakefield's score up to 30. It's right back over to Wakefield. Brooklyn Calder passing it right on over to Emma Shinnie. Less than 7 minutes on the clock. Calder throwing it back on over to Shea Sunken. 40 throwing over to Savannah. Savannah keeps track of that ball. Back over to Shea Sunken. Savannah throws it back out over to Sunken. 40 catches it. That's another foul on Watertown's end. Number 5, Victoria Dicker returns to the field, replacing Sarah Morrissey. Cummings nearly scores there. 40 keeps command of that ball there. Once again, it's a Wakefield ball. Shinnie takes the helm. Savannah Cummings tries to score, but it goes right into the hands of Alani Gary. Gary fights for that ball. Shinnie tosses it over to Calder. Shinnie throws it back over to Sunken. 40 in the thick of it again. She catches it, trying to get that ball up. Just under 6 minutes on the clock remain. That's another foul on Watertown's end. One less than Wakefield. Mia 40 has 2 shots for Wakefield. Bounces off the rim. She's got 1 left. Has Wakefield secured themselves another victory, or will Watertown make one last surprise and take the win? Watertown grabs the ball. Dicker passing it over to Williams. Gary throws it over to Dicker. Watertown right above their basket. 40 passes it over to Shinny. The Warriors look like they're getting something. Cummings gets a two-pointer. 32 for Wakefield. Gary goes for it, but Emma Shinny catches it, taking the ball for the Warriors. Shinny throws it up, it bounces out. And fouls are all tied up. It's 6-6. Emma Shinny, once again, has 2 shots for the Warriors. Shinny shoots. Almost goes in, just off the rim. 2 players are now out on the court. Number 21, Emma Quinn for the Warriors, and number 32, Emma Garapishian for the Raiders. Shinny's got 1 shot left. And she lands it. 33 for Wakefield. And as we go into the final 5 minutes of the game, Watertown has still yet to score. Gary lands it in a stunning move. That's 16 for Wakefield. It seems like every time that I point out that Watertown hasn't scored, they immediately score after I say that. Weird coincidence. Sunken throws it over to Quinn. Quinn launches it, and it's in. 35 for the Warriors. Dicker throws it. Looks like she's throwing it past Cummings. Over to Lambo. Lambo fails to get it in. And that's the next foul when it goes to Wakefield. Number 10, Maeve Lon, has 2 shots for the Raiders. She missed her first, but she's got 1 left. Calder takes the ball for the Warriors. Just over 4 minutes on the clock. Shinny has the ball, passing it over to Cummings. Fouls are all tied up again, 7-7, just over 4 minutes on the clock. Savannah Cummings is shooting for Wakefield. And she lands it in a clean shot. 36 for Wakefield. But Savannah's not done yet. She's got 1 shot remaining. Just off the rim, right into the hands of number 3, Alani Gary. Lambo's got it. Lon passes it right to Garapetian. Raiders nearly drop the ball, and there's that whistle. Ball goes over to Wakefield. Calder starting things off. Wow, in a stunning move, the Raiders take the ball. Lambo surrounded. And that's another foul on Wakefield's end. Number 21, Lily Lambo, shooting for the Raiders. And she lands it. And she lands her second, bringing Watertown's score up to 18. Emma Shinny, like lightning, running to the other side of the court. 3.5 minutes left. Savannah Cummings just barely misses off the rim. Emma Garapetian passing it over to Maeve Lawn. Lawn passing it back to Lambo. Lambo still maintaining control of that ball. Alani Gary goes for it. Bounces off the rim. Lambo picks it right back up. Lawn passing it over to Dicker. Gary's got it. Over to Lawn. And Dicker lands it. That's 20 for Watertown. Watertown making their way back up. Quinn nearly gets it. And it's 8-8 for fouls. Number 13, Savannah Cummings, shooting for Wakefield. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. That's 37 for Wakefield. Number 10, Mia Forty, back out on the court. Just off the rim, Emma Garapetian has it for the Raiders. And that's a traveling violation on Wakefield's end. Over to Watertown. Triana Williams has got it. Lambo tosses it and lands it. 22 for Watertown. Watertown doesn't have much time. Forty passes it. Calder over to Shinny, back to Calder. 2 minutes on the clock. Wakefield still maintaining their lead. 40, tossing it back to Calder. Calder goes for it, off the rim. Lambo nearly grabs it for Watertown. Shinny's got it for the Warriors. Shinny tosses it up, off the rim. Watertown nearly saves it from going out of bounds there. Garapetian going for that three-pointer, and she lands it. Watertown's got 25, but can they catch up to Wakefield with just over a minute to go? Less than a minute on the clock.
Wait, 21.
And that's another foul on Wakefield's end. Number 12, Emma Ickes returns to the court, replacing Emma Quinn. Lambo lands that shot. She's got one left. 48.9 seconds on the clock. She misses that second shot. Ickes saves it over to 40. Back to Shinny. Shinny dashes past Williams. 40 seconds. Calder passes it back over to Shinny. Shinny goes for it again. Ickes with a good fake out. And fouls are tying up again, 9-9. Shinny shooting for Wakefield, and she lands it. Wakefield still up by quite a lot. And she lands her second, 39. Wakefield just may have scored themselves a victory. Less than 20 seconds. Lambo goes for it, right into the hands of the Warriors. 40 passing it over to Shinny. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And it looks like it is all over. And that is that. With a final score of 39-26, the Wakefield Warriors take the win. All right, folks, that being said, that's where my job commentating this season, I think, comes to an end. And that being said, my name is Matt O'Connor. It's been an honor being your commentator, and good night.